Funny thing happened the other day to me, and I thought I'd share. I was FaceTiming with a friend here in my kitchen, and she said, what are those little jars behind you? What's in those cups? I said, well, I'm propagating. She said, you're doing what? I said, I'm propagating. She's like, that sounds like a curse word. I said, it's not a curse word. I'm just making more plants out of the plants I have. She goes, well, you should do a video on that. I'm like, well, the one thing I propagate a lot, just because it's so easy here in South Florida, are my sweet potato plants. I have beds and beds of them. I put sweet potato plants everywhere. And I'll show you, basically I grab a piece of, one of the ones that's attaching to the ground, and I pull it up, I cut it out, and I put it in water, and like a day or two later, look at all the roots it throws. And you see a little purple, I don't know if you can see a little purple there. That's gonna be some sweet potato yumminess. And then even the leaves on the top we eat, you're gonna see, I'm gonna take you to the garden, you're gonna see the leaves on the top, you can use a stir fry instead of using spinach, you can put them in your stir fry, in your soup. So this is really an easy plant to grow. It grows crazy, you gotta have some room because it will go crazy, you wanna contain it a little bit. But it's easy, and I'll show you how we turn this into some sweet potatoes. So you see, I really do put sweet potatoes everywhere. These were some beds that we were gonna get rid of because this area gets flooded and the wood has gotten damaged. These were our first beds in our front yard. But before we tossed them, I threw some sweet potato slips in here, and like I told you, they go crazy. So we're gonna dig those up in a little bit. But I wanted to show you, these were the slips that the little shoots that we got. I'm gonna actually put them in pots because I'm propagating them for my sister who's gonna start some sweet potatoes. And it's this easy, you just, make a little hole in the pot and stick the little leaf in, and they're so easy to maintain. They grow crazy, and then you can transplant them into the bed. The other way is just to grab them and stick them right into the ground, and this is what happens. This is what I did a while ago, and this is what happens. If you don't have a friend or a family that has sweet potatoes that can propagate like this, you can also store buy them. This is one I made actually, but you can store buy them. There's plenty of videos online where you can make slips and from sweet potatoes. They have to be organic though, because if not, they're sprayed and they won't shoot out slips. So let's dig up this bed, and then we'll finish off these, and I'll show you what happens. But look at the potatoes. Now what you're gonna do once you get these potatoes, look how pretty they are inside, by the way. You're gonna put them in a dark place. I don't wash them, I clean them off, and I put them in a dark place in the house that's humid and warm for a while, usually in my laundry room, for about 2 weeks, so that the sugar's set and and it becomes good, and then you can cook these. So I have a big job. I have to clear all this out, and I'll show you what we get afterwards. This one's a big one. So I can't help myself. I think I'm obsessed with propagating, but as I'm pulling these out, I find these little shoots, and this is all I do to put them in the kitchen. This one actually has roots already, but usually all they have like is a little bit of hair there. You stick them in the water, you get a new plant. So you can see you have food forever here. You'll never be short of sweet potatoes if you have the room and continue to propagate. Also, you don't even have to stick these in water to propagate them. This right here, you stick it in the ground and it'll give you another plant. All right, so here are our amazing sweet potatoes. This is what we got from this bed back here. Not bad at all, considering first these beds were gonna be abandoned. They really, nobody took care of them. Because they were under the shade, they were placed here, when we just started, we didn't know what we were doing. So they didn't get any sun. We never watered them. They were in the wrong location, and yet these potatoes managed to do their thing, and we have a lot of sweet potatoes here that, cost us nothing, really. So that's what propagating is, guys. It's not a curse word. I hope you guys enjoy the video.